Hi, class. Thank you very much for your patience. I wanted to do our class on Tuesday. However, you saw that was pulled into different directions. So thank you very much for your patience. I am going to keep this. I'm not going to make this too long. I would like to introduce the syllabus and introduce myself, and kind of talk to you about what this course entails. So introducing myself, as you I may have had a bio on your Blackboard, but if I don't, my name is Reshmi. I go by Dr. Sen. I have been teaching communication courses for the last 15 plus years. My journey in teaching started in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I've been all over US and pretty much, I won't say all over. I haven't lived in I actually lived in South for a very short time, but I mostly East Coast, and now been here in the Midwest for about 5+ years. So I just wanted to get an opportunity to explore teaching in the Midwest, and I started teaching at College of DuPage, and then I joined North Central and Benedictine University. So I have teaching assignments with these three colleges right now. I teach communication courses, as I mentioned, different kinds of communication courses: interpersonal, organizational communication, business and professional communication, public speaking, intercultural. I enjoy teaching one-on-one level courses. I taught business and professional communication a few years back at Stevenson University, and I'm happy to do this again this time. So the way I approach business and communication course, I approach it from a very multicultural perspective. I look at it from through the lens of how different industries, the kind of organizational culture that different industries have. Also look at it from a very global standpoint. If you are working in a company based out of US, more often than not, you will be maybe in some way, shape, or form, you will be communicating with perhaps some companies or people outside US. And so I look at that perspective too in business and professional communication. How do you navigate different cultures, and how do you build a communication model that helps you understand different cultures, understand the cross-cultural divide that we have, and makes communication easier. The way the class is set up, I'm going to get into the details right now, but you'll see that there is a good mix of written assignments, and then I also have a presentation component in this class. I don't have a book for you. What I will be doing is I will be recommending some books for you to read, perhaps some chapters from books, perhaps some journal articles, and in our class we will build it off the readings that I will be assigning to you. Again, there is no book in this class. What I will do right now is I'm going to go through the syllabus. As mentioned to you, I'm not going to keep this very long. I'm just going to keep this very focused on the syllabus. So here we go. I will do a screen share right now. And yep, I am here. Yes, it is here. And I'm going to your syllabus. This is right in your Blackboard. If you go to your Blackboard, the class is set up there, and you can here we go, 1 second. Yep, this is the syllabus. And once you click on Blackboard, the syllabus, this will appear. So I'm sure everybody knows that by now. So textbook, none. All right. I'll give you some readings that will be provided by me. Check Blackboard emails for class assignment announcements. You need to have a webcam, of course, microphone and Zoom account. Because I will be doing this face-to-face with you. I'm just going through a little bit of a transition right now, trying to manage different things. As I mentioned to you, this was not my intent. I wanted to meet all of you in class face-to-face. One of my challenges, having a family emergency. My dad actually got, he's 86 and he got diagnosed with COVID-19. So India is going through a huge wave, almost a third wave has hit. And I'm going through that. I will be traveling back to the US next week. But again, I hope I don't test positive, because there isn't anyone here who's not tested positive. If I test positive, again, it's going to delay it. So I hope I don't have any symptoms, but I hope I don't. So that's the reason I'm not being able to meet you, but I'm planning to come back, return back to the US next week. But if there are some, plan changes, I'll let you know. And maybe next week I will have a recorded lecture, and I hope to absolutely meet you in class by the 25th for sure. So so in between we may have some recorded. If I'm on the flight, I might not be able to do the class, so I'll have some recorded lectures. Okay, so thank you again. Thank you very much for your patience and bearing with me during this difficult time. All right, so here we go. As I mentioned to you, there's no textbook for this class. I will be giving you readings, books that will be readily available to you through Z Library. I don't know how many of you've heard about that resource. It's a pretty nice resource. You get to download books. It's a legit site, and you don't have to pay an arm and a leg to get books. I've been a student. I've been in your place. I know how expensive it could get for all of us. So I try to get organize few things that is, that works for all of us. So that's that. With the course description class, you'll see that you will, as I mentioned to you, I have this intercultural aspect where I really want you to explore not only cross-cultural, not only a person who who's from a different country explore their culture, but also intercultural can happen in several contexts. It could happen in terms of talking or doing business with a very diverse community, perhaps diverse in economically or racially different. Basically, how do you deal with differences, and how do you make it easy for yourself and for your listener, and adapt to a world in business and professional community, which is rapidly changing. You can see, right? I mean, the way I taught this course 5 years back is so different than the way I'm going to teach. I'm going to teach this course today. So because of a rapidly changing world, and the syllabus, my assignments, everything is so dynamic. It has to change because a business is done very differently now. The basic tenets of business remains the same, but the way communication is done is rapidly changing. So you'll see that I try to incorporate cutting edge business practices in our syllabus. So you will demonstrate through the completion of this course. You will participate in employment interviews. I'll talk to you about it a little later. You will write, as I told you, the written component, writing a resume, writing a cover letter, writing a statement of interest, LinkedIn, how do you how do you feature yourself on LinkedIn? How do you market yourself on LinkedIn? All of that we're going to cover. As I told you, cultural differences, that's one other thing that you recognize that, and you adjust and you adapt and adjust to cultural differences. And how do you not only communicate in a real setting, as in a face-to-face setting, but also in a virtual setting where so much of business communication is happening online. So how do you adapt yourself to that world as well? So that's the course objectives. The value of the course is a lot of you, I don't know how where you placed in life. If you've been working for a while, you've already been used to interviewing or developing persuasive messages in your company, at your work. So you will have an edge, and I would love to, I would love you to share some of your experience with us, so that we actually get a little bit of an idea into your world if you've already started working. So your experience is going to be a valuable asset for us. Those of you who are new to this world, where you've had some jobs but you really didn't have a real full-time job, well, hopefully this class is going to be helpful for you, but because we are going to do a lot of exercises in class, that will help you. For sure, that's going to help you to put your foot at the door and really hone your communication skills, understand your strengths, actually work on your strengths. Those of you who've read the book Strength Finders, we can talk, we'll probably be discussing that book in class later on, but understanding your strengths, building on your strengths, honing your strengths, and understanding what you have a passion for, choosing an industry where you want to see yourself be successful in. How do you do that? How do you once you have identified some of your dream jobs in your dream industry, how do you think about a pitch of yourself? How do you market yourself? If you meet somebody in the elevator, I'm really talking about an elevator pitch here. How do you talk about yourself in the 30 seconds? How do you pitch yourself? All of that. We're going to be doing that in this class. Now, going to attendance and participation. Once, I know one of the things is that you see I have assignments, and you can go through the timeline, and most of the assignments are the way that it's been structured. If you turn it late, you don't really get value out of the assignment, because it's based out of turning it on the right time. And then there's always a presentation component to it. So if you don't really turn it at the right time, you really don't present your work, and then what's the point? So all assignments need to be turned in on time. Later arrivals, early departure, I usually come in and then I give students about 5 minutes, and then I close the door. Yeah, so if you need to be on time to class. So yeah, if you are, I usually if you are going to be late, or if you're going to miss a class, please let me know so that I can make a note of it. Okay. This is the grading scale, assignments. These are the assignment descriptions, class, syllabus. So I actually already have your first assignment. I've already put it here. There is no assignment this Sunday. The reason was the class was being canceled, and you really did not have time to understand the course or anything. So there is no assignment this Sunday, but you will have an assignment that is due, 2 assignments that are due on the 23rd, actually, January 23rd, which is a week more than, which is a week from now. So that's when the assignment is due. I'll talk about the assignment that's due in a short while. So syllabus quiz, I actually asked you. So let me give you run down these assignments, and then I'll tell you what's due. Okay. So the syllabus, you will. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Actually, the way it's designed, it's not going to be that hard. I'm going to ask you to read the syllabus and then respond to a question. All right. So that's already on Blackboard. I'll show you what you need to do. So please do have fun with the syllabus. Read the syllabus. Ask yourself questions. Ask yourself, what is that one thing that's really challenging for you, or what is this one thing that you're really excited about? So I want you to share that. So if you don't read the assignment well, you probably won't be able to know. So read the assignment and tell me that one challenging thing about this class, or one opportunity that you're really hoping to work on based on your read of the syllabus. The participation, usually you can see the weekly preparation and reflection papers. I usually have it some weeks I will not have it. So what it does is, on a week by week basis, you tell me what your goals are this week, and then at the end of the week, you tell me whether the learning that week was helpful, whether it wasn't, if it wasn't helpful, why it wasn't helpful, whether you learned, what was the goals that you had talked about with your weekly preparation. Did you really reach the goal? So something on those lines. Not every week will I, like this week, no, nothing for you guys to do at all. But maybe in 2 or 3 weeks, I'm going to ask you to do that. Not every week will you get a weekly preparation and reflection paper. So that's what it is. Statement of interest. Yes, this assignment is due on the 23rd. I would really ask you all to start thinking about an industry that you're really passionate about. Again, this is not set in stone right now. Maybe some of you are exploring what you want to do, and that's absolutely normal and totally fine. Okay, so this is the time for you to explore, right? So if it's the pharmaceutical industry that you're interested in, because I used to have a lot of pharmacy majors at North Central. If it is the teaching industry that you want to join as a teacher or as a professor, if it's the education industry that you are looking at, it could be that. If it is the banking sector, if you're looking at investment banking or anything in regards to the banking sector, which you can say the banking sector, but the banking industry, any industry that you are motivated to work for. Okay, so it's kind of like your dream industry. Once you identify that, I want you to kind of tell me about the 3 top positions that you're interested in. So look at that industry. I'm sure at that time let's say you are a research oriented person, okay, and you want to join their research and development team, or you are into communications and you want to join their global communication team, or you're into or you want to join as a special ed teacher in the education industry. So that's the position that you're interested in. Whatever your interest is, whatever your dream job is, I want you to first identify the industry, then tell me about the 3 job positions, three dream job positions that you are looking at, that would be your ideal job. Look at the industry, look at some of the jobs in the industry. You can look at Glassdoor, you can look at LinkedIn, try to do some research on that, and think about 3 top positions that you would like to apply for. Okay, so once you do that, you will have to you basically tell me, what are your 3 top choices, and you write a statement of interest, okay, or research or statement of interest. It's about a 500-word assignment that you do, and after the assignment is done, you can actually send me the written assignment on the 23rd, and then you on the 24th, 25th, on the 25th, you come to class. We all meet in class, and you actually get to do a presentation on your statement of interest. Just to talk on, what is your dream industry? Why do you think you want to explore that industry? What are the top positions that you're looking at in that industry? Maybe another component, I'll get into the details. The details of the assignment is on Blackboard. Another component that I've said, that if you want to know more about the industry, I would like you to point out and tell me who is it that you want to interview. If you want to, get, um, if you want to apply for a position in that company, in that industry, who are the people you're going to reach out to? Let's say an internal recruiter, maybe a friend who's worked for the company, maybe an ex-colleague who's worked for the company, maybe a current employee, so who are the people who you would like to reach? And this has to be you, and this doesn't have to be it's not fictional. This actually has to, you actually have to do research on a person who you would like to interview. And because there is a component, and I want you to identify this as soon as possible, because there is a professional interview later on, as you can see here, that you will actually have to do. So the sooner you understand and the sooner you identify a person who you want to interview in regards to your dream position, your dream job, your dream industry, identify that person as soon as possible. Okay, so that's your statement of interest. Portfolio pieces, as I told, if you have this dream job that you're looking at, I would like you to prepare a resume for the job. I would like you to prepare LinkedIn profile for yourself. If you don't want to put it on social media, that's fine, but just actually we will do it in class. What are the things you're going to include, what your profile summary, what goes into a nice LinkedIn profile, then resume, cover letter, and LinkedIn profile. That's your portfolio pieces. And all of this will be in regards to your dream position, dream job that you're looking at. So the professional interview, as I just mentioned, you actually have to now, thinking about your dream job, dream industry, you have to interview a person who would be knowledgeable about your industry or the particular position that you're talking about, that you want to apply for, and would be able to help you get kind of insider information, would be able to kind of coach you, guide you in that process. So you need to identify a person, and then you will have to provide, you will have to do an interview, and that's it. You have to do an interview and present in the course. It's going to be a presentation and a written assignment. Okay, so 1 second, class. Here we go. And the final thing, can you classes give me a second? There's a call coming in. Sorry, that's okay. So then there's an elevator pitch, which again, if you have to pitch yourself, pitch your interest to a potential company, to a potential a person who you meet in the elevator, a potential interviewer, a person who has a key interest in recruiting you. How do you pitch yourself? So we're going to work on creating a elevator pitch. And the final one is a digital interview, where what you need to do is you will have to you will have to give me details about your dream position, your dream job, and I will be asking you some interview questions based out of the job that you are interested in. So you will actually do a digital interview with me. I will be selecting questions for you, and you will be doing it with me. So that's it. So that's how the course will go in bit. And so I'll be giving you written assignments. I'll be giving you reading to do. I'll be suggesting some books to you that we will read and we will discuss. And that's how the course will go. All right. So quickly, I'm going to stop sharing this and to take you to 1 second, to 1 minute, share screen, and take you to Blackboard. Oh gosh, where's Blackboard now? I was just there. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, I am here. And that's Blackboard. All right. So class, I'm actually on Blackboard and I am if you click assignments, you will see that this is, I just mentioned about this, and I'll give you more details about this in my, if I have a class, online class with you on Tuesday. I'll be talking to you. If I don't, I'll be having a recorded presentation, which I will be sending all of you um, before the class that you will be watching. You'll be watching me talk about this whole research statement of purpose assignment. Okay, but this is just a heads up that this is coming up. So if you go to assignment, you click this and you just submit that. Okay, and then this is basically due on January 23rd. It's by Sunday 11:59, and the day you come to class, which is the January 25th, I actually ask you to present whatever your research is all about, 3 minutes. Okay, each of you, 2 to 3 minutes, just summarizing what your findings were. So that's one. And then there's another assignment. Let me see this assignment. Oh, you know what? It did not come. Oh, that's it. There is it. I hope it comes up here. Discussion board. Yep, that's it. So here, I just went to assignments, and then there's another component here, which is discussion board. I do have an assignment that's also due on January 23rd. So these two assignments are due. This is, you read your syllabus and you tell me, here we go. You create a thread, and you can see what I've asked you to do here is I actually asked you, how well do you know your syllabus? So review your syllabus, and based on the syllabus, please post an opportunity and a challenge that you want to explore in class. So just read through the syllabus, read through the assignments, and tell me what assignment or what work in this class. It could be attendance, participation, the elevator pitch, the digital interview, the research statement, or any. Okay, you got to read it and tell me, what seems to be very exciting, and you think about it as an opportunity, what is really intimidating or challenging for you, which is also going to be a great opportunity for learning. So I just want you to respond to this question here. You just click here, and then you create a thread, and then it just comes to me. So all right, so that's it, class. I will end the session here. I hope it wasn't too long, but as I mentioned to you, I do want to meet all of you online on Tuesday. I don't know what the situation will be. So if I don't meet you online Tuesday, I will let you guys, all of you, know about that, and I'll have a recorded presentation during class time on Tuesday. Okay, and then for sure we are meeting face-to-face on the 25th. Okay, class. So that's it. If you have any questions, please shoot an email to me. I think I responded to all your emails. Those of you who want to join the class, I need to sign your add-in slip. I haven't received it from you. So just as soon as you send it to me, you should be getting it. Okay. So thank you very much. Be well.